Not just like we're already there and they're not. We also have a journey to become the best humans we can become. Because if we can't be the best humans, how are we going to tell others to do that the same? Now, I'm a parent of 3 children. They're all grown. But when I was raising them, when they were little, I used to say no a lot. Don't do this, don't do that. You can't eat this, you can't do that. And a wise person once told me, another parent said, you know what? Just saying no doesn't do anything. You're disrupting their flow. You've got to give them a solution. You've got to tell them what they can do. It's easy to disrupt. It's much harder to find solutions. We must band together to find solutions that are not just in terms of grassroots activism, but regulatory, economic, and social. We must stay connected with the rest of the world in order to communicate our mission and our love and our compassion. In Marin County, where I live, in West Marin, where we have a farmed animal sanctuary, Marin County reversed a 15-year-old ban on animal slaughter just recently, just this spring. Now you can kill animals in Marin County. You had to transport them before, but you don't have to anymore. And some people thought that was more humane. Now, many of us opposed it, but the ban was lifted anyway. That sounds terrible, and yet it is terrible, and yet there were some good things that came out of it for me. I met a local rancher in my community. I live in ag land, so I'm surrounded by ranches of all sorts, dairy and cattle ranches, and rabbit. And this woman came up to me, and she said, you know, it tears me up every time I have to transport those cows and send them away. And so I befriended her. And we talked after the ban was lifted, and I said to her, if you could find a way to make a living where you never ever had to send those animals again, would you do that? And she said, in a heartbeat. And so we started to talk, and she started to ask me about veganism and my vegan cheeses, and I gave her some. And I even went to visit her ranch with the CEO of Farm Sanctuary to see how we could help her. We need a solution for people like that who want to transition, but their livelihood is caught up. They're feeling conflicted, and there are more and more people like that. In New York State, a big dairy, a 90-year-old dairy called Elmhurst, is no longer milking cows, no longer enslaving cows, no longer raping them, because they saw the writing on the wall and realized they needed to make an economic change because milk production is down, milk consumption is down, almond milk is up.